Okay, Chuck, this is it. That's the garage door. You know, I got my plugs all up there for the lights and extra plugs for whatever else. These are the French cleat walls. I'm gonna do plywood on the bottom too, but maybe I'll just do like 1 or 2 rows of cleats down below. But you can see how they hold up the saws. And they're fucking strong. The more weight you put on, the more it digs in. I mean, look at the weight. That's solid steel right there. And that's holding it up like it's nothing. I could probably hang on it and it'd be all right. Those are all Grandpa's, parts to the machine. I don't have his machine, but I have a lot of the parts, so it's like having it, you know. And that's the scroll saw. And what else? This is Grandpa's toolbox. I hung it on the wall. All I had to do was just put a cleat on it and it just hung there. I originally had it on that shelf and I'm like, why did I do that? Just, you know. And then I made that for my drills. And little sandpaper area. That's the AC up there. And then the loft is gonna go right up here. And in that back corner, I'm gonna put a compressor, and I'm gonna cut a little hole in the bottom of it so I can just drain it easy without having to climb up there and wrestle and headlock it and try to crack the bulb open. This solves all that. And then on this side, I'm gonna get one of those fucking dust collectors because you cut just a couple of things and the floor is covered. It's too small to not have one. So I'm gonna put one up in that corner. I'll have all the pipes running down to the tools. And that just, in case I'm sanding, that takes it out of the air so you don't breathe it in. But that's it, man. You know? This is Grandpa's plane, and I restored it. It was like rusty and shitty. It's like a razor blade now. Sharpened it with leather. Check out these cool hooks I made for heavy shelves. You know, you screw that onto the end of the shelf, you know, like that, and then you just hook it on like that, and that shit's strong. And that motherfucker fits. Yes, that's not going nowhere. So you can hang, you know, I can do a lot of shit with these hooks. I just sat down, I just drew it out by hand, and pow. That's weird doing it to the camera like this. But I just wanted one pattern so I could trace a bunch of them if I need them. And then the French cleat, I'm gonna go up to that, you know, those angles, you know, up to about there. And then that'll be the loft, and then I guess that's it. Not really much more to show, it's kind of small. But it's been fun, man. Ever since I started working for the organ company, when I was 18, I always wanted my own shop. And shit, I was running that fucking shop. And I was only 19. I was making some cool shit. I will in here. There's going to be a lot of cool shit being built in here. And you know what I'm going to do too? Because it's kind of small space. I'm going to be building a canoe right here. I'm going to do probably, you know, I don't know, maybe a 9 foot or something, 10 foot. But the table I make it on, and it's got to be perfectly straight and all of that, and it will be clamped down and straight. But to get it out of the way, I'm going to put those, you know, those little wooden wheels. I forget what you call it. But it makes things easier to lift, you know, those wheels. I did it for my tree house. But I'm going to do double ones, and then I'm going to have them, you know, mounted to that steel one and then that one. You know, that's about, you know, a good 12 feet. And then I'm just gonna, you know, I'll make my own crank somewhere. I'll just have the ropes going in and out of them. And I'll just have her lower it down onto some horses, and I'll be able to work on it. When I want to do other shit, I'll just crank it back up. Because that canoe is gonna take me probably like 6 months to build. So, that's it, bro. I thought you would like those though, because there's gonna be a whole bunch of those, you know, around. You could even do this in like a house pantry. I mean, it looks even cool. But you could adjust shelves any height, any way you want. You could fit so much on these, you know. You just want to make sure you glue and screw them, because it's, you know, and make sure you bolt, you know. I turned this 185 mile an hour building into probably over a 200 mile an hour building once I do the bottom. I mean, that's fucking strong right there. Fucking plywood lapping over fucking, you know what I'm saying? That thing is, you wouldn't believe how quick that took the fucking dust out of the air. I mean, it's like a jet motor starting up. Once it gets going, man, you can literally see the dust around, and you give it like maybe a minute, and it's all gone. So, all right, bro, I'm sending this over to your girl.